Hello everyone, this is Cam and welcome to my brand new BOTB channel. So basically this is a second channel. In this channel I'm going to talk a lot about BOTB. I'm going to talk about the strategy, my strategy, the winner strategy. I'm going to ask everyone the questions and come up with the best possible area, the capture zones and everything. So before I get started guys, make sure don't forget to subscribe to this channel and smash that like button if you're liking my video and turn that notifications on. I'm not going to do any live streams on this channel. As you guys know, my main channel is called Cam Hassan, which is my name. I do live stream on that, and on this one we're going to upload the pre-recorded video as soon as the new picture comes out. So I will do my detailed explanation about the picture. I'll share my strategy, I'll share some winner strategy and everything, and I will suggest and show you which areas that judges might possibly go. So make sure you watch this video till the end. It's not going to be a very long video, and it's going to be less than 10-minute video, probably 5 minutes depending on the picture. If the picture's easy, then obviously it's going to be a lot shorter. But anyway, so make sure guys, like I said again, subscribe to this channel. All right, okay, let's go ahead and have a look at this picture. Obviously the dream car competition we're covering, so week number 11. So this is a brand new picture. We haven't done a live stream about this already, but we're gonna do a live stream on Tuesday and on Thursday and Sunday. So we do 3 live streams on each competition every single week. Okay, so quite a lot of exciting cars this week, as you can see. Obviously it is Monday today, so they got that transporter plus £100,000 cash offer going on today. Obviously it's going to be different cars on different days, so we are going to, I don't know, shall I just go for that? That's obviously the price wise not too bad. Okay, so let's go ahead and add some tickets to that to our basket, and let's have a look. Okay, right, so here is the picture. Let's do this. Okay, right, so first of all, as you can see, when I had a look at it, I found it quite alright. It's not one of those hardest picture to work on especially. So I am going to give you the thoughts based on my first impression, my first look on this picture. That could be the best area that you would possibly come across, because when you come up with when you have a look at it, you instantly, your gut says that's where the ball should be, and you just literally go there. And then obviously we spend more time, it can get perfect, but obviously over the time we could overanalyze the picture, and then we end up sometimes being in zone 3, which I probably used to do most of the time. But nowadays I've started to spend more time on pictures like this, and I am being quite close recently. I used to be very close before, when I used to, who's calling me? Okay, right. Anyway, I am being quite close recently. I used to be quite close before, so obviously I'm going back to that now and spending a little bit more time on this picture. Okay, so we've got some tools, as you guys know, the extension called Crosshair and stuff like that. We can work on that, and let me just actually zoom in a bit more. Okay, there you go. Because the display that I'm actually capturing today on, that's a very high resolution display, so that's the reason why it doesn't matter how much I zoom in, it still looks quite smaller on that thing. But there you go, that should be okay. I think I've zoomed in a bit too much. Let's zoom out a little bit. There we go. Okay, right, so as you can see, there's 2 players in the shot, in the picture. The guy in white, he is probably gonna go for the header, and then the guy in yellow, he is basically trying to stop him. They are both quite looking up. This guy here, he is looking quite steeply up, based on his facial expression and everything. I mean, he hasn't they both are just looking at the ball, as in they know it's dropping, the ball is dropping to the guy in white, but he hasn't jumped or anything yet. He's just about to reach it. Even his head, even though it's tilted back a little bit, but that is not to head the ball. It's just because the ball is higher and he's looking at it like that. So that's where it's coming from. You can see him a little bit bigger today, can't you? So it's even better. So this guy right there, oh, this guy here is trying to just stop him. So he knows he's not gonna get the ball, but at least he's trying to push this guy in white away, so that he doesn't get to the ball first. So anyway, like I said, one thing, like I said, I've learned from Darren what he said. If you just click that three dot right there, so that stops the magnifying glass. So obviously you can just take your cursor and then find out roughly where the ball could be. So instead of drawing lines and stuff like that, we can literally you can get a rough idea where the ball possibly could be. In real life, the ball is going to be quite further away from them, but on pictures like this, obviously we've been playing BOTB for such a long time, and we know roughly the result where they both where the judges go and stuff like that on this picture like this. So it's not actually same as how it's going to be in real life. Most of the BOTB pictures, probably the ball is going to be outside the frame. Do you know what I mean? But anyway, so let's start with drawing some lines first. Let's see what you can come up with, and then we'll go from there. So we've selected this already. One little tip for you guys, I mean, sometimes it's hard to work with the magnifying glass. So what you need to do is just draw a line and then clear it, and then you can move the actual thing inside, so you can be more accurate with the eye selecting lines from their eyeballs and stuff like that. So there we go. As you can see, here is his eyeball right there. So let's start with, forget about the body language for a second. Let's start with where they're actually looking. So we'll do the eye in a bit. Looking at his face and stuff like that, the way he is, his face is positioned. So if we just start drawing lines from that, the angle that he is actually looking at is around this angle from the back of his head. For example, it's gonna be around this angle. So this is his facial, and this one, what I'm doing, that's Darren told me to do that actually. That works out quite well to get the capture zone the way he does it. So for example, from his nose and from his top of his eyebrows and stuff like that, this is kind of capture zone for him. So that makes us a lot easier. Let me just draw that again actually, because it's in an angle. Obviously it's let's go from the back of his eyebrow instead, and we are going around this area. So this is the capture zone for him. So the judges might literally go anywhere from there. Okay, so starting from the other guy here, you don't really need to draw the capture zone, but you can obviously work with the eyes and stuff like that, because he's a bit further back. But obviously this guy here will decide the height. Yeah, so we might as well just draw the lines from their eyes for the guy in yellow. So let's go ahead and do that quickly. So from the guy in yellow, if we just draw some lines. Okay. I'll do that in a minute. Let's just do this from the guy in white first. So alright, so if we just go at the center of his, because as you can see, his head is tilted back, and also there is white under his eye. That means he is looking quite steeply, and also obviously there is a lot of white on that side of his eye, so obviously his focus on that direction. The other edge of his eyeball is obviously kind of touching that side of his eyes right there. So he is quite focused, even though the ball is a little bit away from him according to myself, but he is indeed quite a focus and where it is looking. So basically I would go probably around this area. He can take the other eye, but like I said, on this kind of scenario, it's 9 out of 10 times. Obviously, we don't really go parallel with the eye lining. We literally just go kind of the looking at the same object. So obviously, it is going to be kind of V shape from the thing, the opposite V, which is basically the lines would be touching each other. So from this guy here, if we just draw some lines, for example, as you can see, you can clearly see his eyes and stuff like that. So he is his other eye. This is going to be obviously parallel because you can clearly see his both eyes. So I would probably go around this area with his one eye, slightly lower maybe, and from the other eye it is going to be around say around this area. So okay, so if we just draw some center lines from these players, let's see if we can come up with some alright coordinate. But like I said, the coordinate that I'm going to come up with, that not necessarily means has to be a perfect coordinate. It's just a quick look based on the very first look and stuff like that. So when we put our coordinate, when we put the target on and everything, that's when you decide and adjust your place where you're gonna go. We might put a coordinate there and say, oh, you know what, it's looking quite steeply up, that's not where it's gonna be, but at least we got a rough area to work with. So let's just put a coordinate right there. Let's see what coordinate we got in here. So if I just put a coordinate just there, which is going to be 1836 1648, 1836 1648. Okay, so like I said, this is not our final coordinate. So what I'm going to do now, I'm going to just hide the lines and just to see how it looks. So yeah, doesn't look too bad to me. Now obviously if we put the target right there, let's see how it looks. That's how it is. That's how it looks if we put the target there. What you can do is, like I did, draw the lines and stuff like that. You can keep drawing different lines and then come up with the coordinates. So you can download that extension called Crosshair from Google Web Store. What it does, it hides the coordinate, and then you can keep drawing lines again, and then you keep hiding those coordinates again, so that you don't get influenced by the coordinate that you have just put on. So say if I just go from the middle of there, and next time I say, okay, you know what, I think it's looking at a bit like this direction and that looks better to me. And then if you say, oh okay, and then come up with this, it's like the judges basically how they do the average. So I did that, and then I am going to put a coordinate right there, which is I came up with 1982 1713. So what I'm gonna do, use that extension to hide that coordinate again, delete all the lines again, and then draw lines again. So what I'm gonna do about 3 or 5 different coordinates just to see that how much away from I'm away from each coordinates that I have done. So this one, I'm just doing just 5 quick coordinates just to come up with the average. That's one, and then do the average again. This time it looks like looks like that I'm going a little bit higher than I went before. Maybe let's have a look at that. Yeah, I have no idea where I went last time because it's just a first look and quick glance and stuff like that. So I came up with the coordinate, which is the last coordinate is 1928 1694. I'm going to use that extension to hide that coordinate again. Okay, hide that coordinate again, and then delete all the lines. Where is it? delete all the lines and then draw lines again. So I'm going to do five different coordinates on this. Like I said, guys, this is obviously my very first video about this kind of analysis about the BOTB pictures. Obviously, over the time, I will try my best to add as much value to this content as possible, because obviously I'm trying my best to get winners in the family. Do you know what I mean? It's good for the channel. It's good for the channel, my image, and obviously I love to have winners in the family. So obviously we got about 63 winners so far in the family, so I'm trying my best to get more winners. So at least I'm not saying that you guys gonna win with my coordinates or anything, but all I'm gonna say, just trying to at least add something to your thoughts, so that you can work around it. Okay, so the coordinates, the fourth coordinate that I have, which is 1944, 1750, as you can see. Okay, so let's go ahead with the last coordinate. I am not going to push myself and just move away from where I'm going. Oh, let's just take that off. Oops. Let's just hide that again. Okay, so naturally, what coordinate I come up with, sometimes it could be a very, very specific area on each time, which means I am confident on a picture like this, sometimes it could be pretty much all over the place. So that means that picture is hard, and it's better to spend a little bit of time on this. Some of the judges might just take one eye. They do sometimes. So that's what I'm gonna do on this in this case as well. So I have been taking both eyes all this time. So this time I'm gonna do one eye first. I mean at the last coordinate. So the coordinate that I've got in here, 1774, 1681. Okay, so as you guys can see, I have got quite a few coordinates. I have I've done 5 coordinates so far. So if I just show all the coordinates, this is my cluster, which pretty much looks like how the judges normally do, how they normally come up with the coordinates and stuff like that. So that looks okay to me. So if I just calculate the average coordinate, if I just put an average right there, which is the average coordinate of my cluster, is 1892, 1697. 1892, 1697. That looks okay. One thing I have noticed, that I am pretty bang on from the guy in yellow, so that means that one I got it sorted. Every time I'm drawing lines, I'm coming up with this kind of angle, so I got that sorted. I need to work on this guy here, so which obviously we have got a live stream coming up. We're going to do 3 live stream about this picture, and we are going to come up with a good coordinate. But this is only a live stream from me for you to just quickly have a look and have a thought on this. I've shared my opinion, you guys got it, and then you guys can add your own opinion. Let me know in the comment section below, how did I do? What do you think about this cluster? What do you think about this average? Do you think it's absolutely rubbish? Do you think I'm absolutely out of this place where I should go, or do you think it's bang on? Let me know, what do you think about this? Let's start a discussion. I will try my best to answer your comments if you leave a comment in the comment section below. Now I am going to put the coordinate right there and then work around it. Okay, so the calculated average that we have, which is 1892, and then 1697. So 1892, 1697, that's where we went. So if we put the target in there, let's have a look how it looks. So that's how it looks. Not too bad. I'm actually quite happy with this for my own coordinate, for me to go around that area. Now this is the average. If I take the other coordinates off, for example, like the free ticket, and then the next one, and then the next one, and the next one, And the next one, I am left with that one coordinate right there, which doesn't look too bad. Now if we just draw some lines on that one, um, not too bad. I mean, you can start your cluster there, and then you can ask yourself that obviously which way would you think you would go more? Are you gonna go higher? You're gonna go lower, or the left, or the right, or in an angle to the right, left, up and down? You decide. Me personally, I don't mind just doing a cluster, very tight cluster right there, and then probably just to spread a little bit around inside that circle, just to be in the safe side, for example, if you're playing a lot of tickets. Okay, so that doesn't look too bad to me, not too bad at all. Anyway, so thank you so much guys for watching this video. Subscribe to this channel if you haven't already, guys, and if you like this video, smash that like button. Make sure you turn that bell icon on. I'm not going to be uploading so many videos from this channel. It's only going to be 2 videos per week, one for the dream car, one for the midweek. That's all I'm going to do. So make sure you turn that bell icon on so that you get notified as soon as I drop those videos. I'll try my best to upload pretty much every time the video comes out on that day. So on Monday and on Thursday, I will try my best to upload the video. So thanks, have a good night guys, and good luck guys for the dream car or any competition you are taking part. So hope you guys win, and I'll see you guys on my next video. Have a good day guys. Bye bye.